Hello, this is Peter DeShalene, and the title of my video today is Stop Wasting Your Cash on Renovation Expenses Part 3. So this is my series on not wasting your money on doing renovations. But before I begin, I was just listening to last week's edition, and I noticed that I said I've sold 2,360 homes. Well, this week it's 2,364. Plus, I got two more in the hopper. In other words, two sales that are pending. So next week it'll be at least 2,366 homes that I've had the privilege of selling. So I want to share with you some wisdom that I've got, or some experience with respect to advising sellers about doing renovations. It's very common for sellers to think that when they need to sell their home that they have to do renovations. For some reason, that's been ingrained in the minds of a lot of Canadians. And my comment is no, most of the time you don't need to do renovations. I've seen people so many times do renovations and it was just a waste. And also, there's the dust and the decibels. That's what I call it. Dust means all the inconvenience and the fact that there's going to be a lot of dust throughout the home when the renovations are done. And decibels means the hammering and the sawing and the intrusion of all the workers and laborers and contractors and renovators. Oh my goodness, what a hassle that is. And that's your home. And all these people are in your home. But today, what I want to talk about is I've also seen this with respect to people doing renovations. And it's almost a heartbreaking story. I had a client who put in all new carpeting throughout their home, and the carpeting was really expensive. It was quite a burden for them to pay for that carpeting, and they had lovingly and carefully chosen it to make sure that it was the right carpet and that it would match well with the rest of the home. And here's what happened. Approximately 3 or 4 days after possession, all that new carpet was curbside. It had been removed by the buyer and it was rolled up on the curb at the front, waiting for a truck to haul it away. Brand new carpet, brand new expensive carpet, brand new expensive carpet that was carefully and lovingly chosen, and it was curbside to go into the dump. And the point that I'm making is that so often people do renovations which the buyer does not like at all. And I never did tell the seller. No use breaking the heart of the seller. I just kept it to myself, but I'm sharing it with you. And I'm sharing it for your benefit. So many times, sellers do renovations and they don't understand that it's highly subjective. If you put in new carpeting, the buyer might say, "Excuse me, I don't want carpeting, I want hardwood." So if you were to put in hardwood, the buyer might say, "Excuse me, I don't like light hardwood, I like dark hardwood." If you were to put in laminate, the buyer might say, "No, I don't want laminate, I want vinyl plank." I mean, there's so many options in terms of flooring. And then on top of that, there's all the color options. So that's why I just suggest for sellers, you know what, when you're selling a home, instead of doing the renovations, have a price that reflects the fact that the buyer will make their own renovations. They'll put in their own choices, their own color patterns, and they'll put in their own flooring. And that's the best option for you. You'll avoid all the hassle. You'll avoid the dust and the decibels. You'll avoid having to deal with contractors and laborers that are in your private home. And quite frankly, you'll also save money because almost always this is the case where the seller does not get their renovation expenses back. It's just a waste of time almost all the time. Here's what I suggest. If you need to sell your home, give me a call. I'll come in and I'll take a look and I'll give you a diagnosis. Frankly, sometimes I do suggest for sellers that they need to do major renovations, but it's rare. Give me a call. I'll do the diagnosis and I'm pretty confident I'll save you a lot of money. This is Peter DeShaline. Have a wonderful day.